In this video we're going to look at how we can manipulate edges inside Blender. So in the last video we were looking at vertexes, and vertexes being the single points which are joined together to create an object. And at the moment I have this wedge shape which has 4 points at the bottom and 2 points here at the top. And in the previous mode, in the edge edit mode, we were just using the move tool to modify and change our model's content. For this video we're going to look at the second main editing mode that we can use, which is edge mode. And edge mode is the second mode that we can select up the top of the workspace here, or we can hit 2 on our keyboard. 1 is vertexes, 2 is edges. Now the difference with edges from vertices is instead of clicking on and selecting a single point, you're actually selecting the edge between 2 vertices. So if you think of, you have 2 vertices together, 1, 2, the edge is the area which connects them. And you can see as I use my select key and click on the object that the edge which I'm selecting is highlighted in this white. We need to kind of click on where the edge is and it will select that part of the model for us to modify. Different from vertexes, which are just the single points. In this case I'm going to be able to modify the entire content. I'm just going to use the move tool again and I'm going to drag it up, and you can see it's dragging both the vertices evenly along the edge with the content, and click and drag again and click on the edge and drag again, just using my move tool to modify my content here. So this is the second method of being able to modify your content. So it's not modifying where the points are, it's just allowing me to adjust and to change the edge of the object. So one of the differences with using edge mode as well as opposed to the vertex mode is that we can use additional tools here in the toolbar to modify our content. So I'm just going to choose the top edge here, it's selected, you can see it's highlighted in white, and I'm just going to click the transform tool, which gives me a bit of freedom to be a little bit more creative with what I'm doing. So where with the move tool I can just kind of move it in one direction, with the transform tool I can actually do a lot more kind of free-flowing modification to my content. And I'm just rotating it here. You can see how it's twisting and rotating the object as well in several dimensions. So I'm creating a more abstract shape by using some of the different modifiers that we can use on particular edges. So I'll just select another edge, and you can see here just using the scale tool that again it lets me modify and I wouldn't say completely change my object, but it is allowing me to create much more abstract shapes to work with. So the edge tool gives us a lot more freedom to work with a combination of the vertexes and create some, I wouldn't say crazy shapes, but more interesting kind of sculptural shapes than we can create just using the vertex mode which we used previously.